Welcome to Broadway A2E. I'm Rohini and you are watching me live on your screen. Guys, today you can see speaking practice is there. So we will discuss about IELTS speaking practice. I will tell you how we can score 7 above in speaking. It's very easy. Speaking module, it's one of the very important module in which you have a specific structure that you need to follow it. So let's start with it. Good afternoon, students. You can see speaking practice on your screen. Yesterday, we performed writing. I hope that writing was clear to you, Garish. Okay. Try to speak a bit louder today as it is a speaking practice. So I will ask you certain questions. But before that, we will talk about speaking criteria. That what is IELTS speaking, what is the structure of it, and how you can score above 7. Okay. So firstly, you can see a paragraph that is about speaking module. It consists of face-to-face interview with an examiner. Okay, so there will be a face-to-face interview conversation with you and your examiner. The examiner will lead the candidate through the 3 parts of the test. So basically, your IELTS speaking is classified into 3 different categories. An interview and introduction. Interview and introduction means general questions. Okay, it means your examiner an individual long term where the candidates speak for 1 or 2 minutes on a particular topic. After interview, after general questions, the second category of your speaking practice is Q card. That means individual long turn. Individual long turn means your examiner will not interrupt you. He or she may give you 1 minute to think and then they ask you to speak for 2 minutes, okay, on a particular topic. And then the part 3 will be the two-way discussion between you and your examiner. Okay, two-way discussion thematically linked to the individual long term. That means कि आपका जो part 2 है वो आपके part 3 के साथ link रहेगा. Okay, that means after Q card, after 2 minutes of speaking on a particular topic, your speaker will ask you certain questions and that will be based on same topic. तो आपसे कुछ cross questioning होती है उसमें, ठीक है? This interview will last for approximately 11 to 14 minutes. Basically, your speaking practice, your speaking test, it will take 11 to 14 minutes only. Examiner record the interview. You have to be very conscious, very confident, concentrate on the questions and try to speak clearly, confidently, without taking much pauses, and try to act as a natural speaker because your examiner will record your interview. Okay, itna clear hai? This is the basic description of your IELTS speaking. Next, part 1. As I have told you, the part 1 is based on introductory questions. Okay, introductory questions and interview-based question. That means the part 1 lasts for 4 to 5 minutes and begins with introduction. Examiner then asks a number of questions about familiar topics such as your studies, work, hobbies, and interest. For example, your examiner firstly asks you to introduce yourself. Then after he or she may ask you about your studies or your work. Then they can ask you some question based on your hobbies and interests. Like for example, we may ask you questions on your hometown, transportation, music, shopping, celebrities, chocolates, flowers, etc. Okay, so these are some general questions. Mainly, these questions are those that we experience in our day-to-day life. Okay, After journal question, the second part क्यू कार्ड. अब इसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन देखिए. Part 2, it lasts for 3 to 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes कैसे? First of all, your examiner, he will give you 1 minute to think, and then they ask you to speak for 2 minutes. Okay, so 3 minutes तो यहीं पे cover हो जाते हैं. And it is based on the candidate given a short talk. Short talk means, as I have already told you, there will be a topic and you have to speak on that topic for minimum 2 minutes. It completely depends on your examiner. He or she may ask you to speak more after 2 minutes, or they can stop you before that. Okay. Then you are given a card with a familiar topic and several prompts. Prompts means keyword. Okay. You then have 1 minute to make a notes. In the 1 minute in which your examiner is giving you to prepare your topic, you have to jot down the certain points that comes in your mind at that moment. Okay. And then you do not have a choice of the topic, but the topic are based on your own experiences. Like they will not give you a chance to make, choices between the two topic. There will be only one topic. आप choice नहीं कर सकते हो, but the topic must be based on your interest or your experience. कभी past में उसको experience किया होगा, or you will going to experience in the future, or otherwise you are experiencing in present. So इस तरीके से वो आपके experience based topic आपको देते हैं. Next, the examiner may ask you brief question at the end. And then part 3, that is the follow-up question. It's a two-way discussion between you and your examiner. The question will part 3 will be connected to topic of the 2. That means follow-up question जो है वो connected रहते हैं आपके cue card के साथ. Okay, suppose उन्होंने आपको एक topic दिया है, talk about your favorite toy you used to play in your childhood. Suppose. So after this cue card, after this topic, आपका जो follow-up questions रहेंगे, that will be based on certain question, either regarding to toys, either regarding to childhood, either regarding to the opinionated questions that parents should give toys to the children or not, or what kind of toys children prefer to play with nowadays. So such kind of question, जहाँ पे आपको अपना opinion देना है. You can say they allow you to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. Part 3 is a discussion between you and your examiner. Discussion means what kind of discussion they are talking about. It means your examiner may ask you certain cross questions. Okay, वो आपके ही आंसर पे आपको questioning कर सकते हैं. Okay, suppose आपने कोई अपना opinion दिया है, if you are talking about your idea, so they may ask you to explain the reasoning, the effects of it. Okay. You are expected to be able to respond to the question on the familiar and unfamiliar topic to speak at length. अब यहाँ पे ऐसा हो सकता है कि वो कुछ ऐसे questions पूछ रहे हैं जिससे आप नहीं भी familiar हैं and आप उससे familiar भी हो. Like it may be possible that you may have any idea on that or not. You are assessed on a 9-band scale of frequency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Basically, if we talk about the marking criteria, so your maximum scoring in IELTS, in which you are assessed on a 9-band in all the 4 modules. Similarly, in speaking, you will be assessed out of 9-band. That includes your fluency. That means how fluent you are, and vocabulary, your lexical resources, that means good words you are using in your speaking. Grammar, grammatical range and accuracy, that means your control over the language, how different sentences you can frame and how accurate you are in it. And then your pronunciation, right pronunciation of words, it plays a very important role. Suppose if you are using a good vocabulary, if you are using certain words with a high pronunciation, so it means a lot that you need to pronounce it in a good way. So ये है कुछ चीजें जो आपका एग्जामिनर चेक करेगा, आप असेस्ड किए जाओगे इन different characters के ऊपर. Okay, so I gave you a basic short description on your speaking practice. We have discussed part 1, part 2, and part 3. Now come downwards, and there are some journal questions. Okay, so the first journal question topic is based on politeness. Previously, we have performed many topics like shopping, market. It was based on your interest or smile. So there were many topics that we have discussed previously. Now you can see some of the topic. Politeness is there, free time and hobbies, friends, fashion and clothes, language, and sky. So these are the topics that we will going to perform today. Okay. So let's start with it. I will ask you question. Okay, I will ask you some of the questions to all the students. You have to answer it in at least 2 to 3 lines. Okay. There are certain things that you need to follow while answering journal question. The first and the most important is do not repeat the question. Same जैसे question है वैसा answer ना करें. जो मैं question पूछूंगी question को paraphrase करके question को थोड़ा सा उसका जो structure है उसे change करें. Or otherwise you can start it from the reasoning. Direct reasoning से भी आप अपना answer start कर सकते हैं. But never start your answer by using some of the conjunctions like because. ओके सो इस तरह से आपने स्टार्ट नहीं करना है सेंटेंस को. दूसरी चीज यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. ओके एंड एक चीज का और ध्यान रखना, पर्सनल प्रोनाउंस के ऊपर थोड़ा सा फोकस दो. लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स दे इग्नोर दीज थिंग्स. लाइक अगर खुद से आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है तो स्पीकिंग के टाइम पे आप कुछ नेग्लिजेंस की वजह से आप ये चीज में ध्यान नहीं देते कि आप वहाँ पे वी यूज कर रहे हैं, आवर यूज कर रहे हो और माई वुड का यूज कर रहे हो. सो इट इज क्वाइट ऑब्वियस व्हाइल स्पीकिंग इन चीजों के ऊपर आपको थोड़ा सा कंसंट्रेट होना जरूरी है. ओके सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ जर्नल क्वेश्चन दैट इज you can see on your screen politeness. Okay, yes Damini, unmute your mic. Okay, the first question, are people more polite with non-family members than they are with their parents? Okay. Yes, Gorish. Are people today as polite as people were in the past? Yes, the second question, are people today as polite as people were in the past? Okay. Gagan. Gagan, third question, why it is important to show respect to others? Okay, you tell me, do you respect others? Do you show respect towards others? You can say showing respect to others is very important as it depicts our personality. It shows that how polite and how gentle our nature is. So I believe that respecting people or showing respect to other, it's very important for everyone. Okay, next question. How do people show politeness in your country? Damini? Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. You can also say this. There are different ways to show politeness among others. Some people show politeness nowadays, some people show politeness through social media. They send greetings, text messages to others to show their love and gratitude toward younger one and the elder people. Moreover, in my country, people are highly attached with their traditions and customs. They are highly attached with their roots. So most of the time, young person or youngsters show gratitude by folding their hands in front of the elders. Next question, uh, next topic, free times and hobbies. Okay, Gagan. First question, how do people in your country spend their free time? Hmm. What type of activities? What type of activities people prefer to do? What type of activities people prefer to do in your country? How they spend their free time? You can say there are different ways through which people can spend their leisure time. Young people spend their free time with their friends, visiting different places, like for shopping, they go for shopping, they watching movies, visiting clubs and health centers, or playing video games. And elder people spend their free time by watching news on television, reading newspaper, go for a evening or morning walk. So these are the certain things people do or people prefer to do to spend their free quality time. Next question to you, Damini. Is it important to have a hobby? Okay, don't say different hobby. This is not right way to answer in English. Only different hobbies. Next question to Gorish. Why do young people in this country usually spend their free time? Mhm. Okay. Next question to you, Garish again. How do the men in your family usually spend their free time? So he preferred to take rest. Okay. Damini, next question. How do women in your country usually spend their free time? Hmm. Okay. Do men and women spend their free time differently? How? Garish, do men and women spend their free time differently? How? You can say, in my country, both men and women have different hobbies and they spend their time differently. Most of the time, women spend their free time by doing some shopping. They go for shopping with their friends and a family member, and they prefer to make some new recipes. However, when it comes to men, they go for a hangout with their friends. They watch television, playing video games, and take rest during their free time because most of the men are working in my country, so they prefer to take when they get free time. Next type of question on based on friends. How do people in your country make friends these days, Damini? Okay, next question to you, Gagan. Why is it hard to maintain friendships? Gagan, your voice is not audible. Your voice is not audible. Speak again. Okay. Why it is hard to maintain friendship? We can say nowadays people have a busy schedule. They do not have enough time to keep in touch with their friends, with their old friends, due to their work, their study, and their personal commitments. So that's why I feel, due to more modernization, it is hard to maintain a friendship. But at the same time, due to social networks, we can still stay in connect with them through different websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. These are some of the applications through which we can maintain a good friendship even while sitting far away from them. Next question, why it is easier to make friends on internet, Garish? Okay, your answer was good, but one small mistake is there. You start your sentence by using because. Okay, so as I have told you earlier, do not start your sentence with it because it is a conjunction. We use it in between the two sentences. Okay. Next question to you, Garish, again. What qualities do you think are important in a friend? Yes. Okay, what qualities you find in your friends? Mhm. Okay, so as per this question, you can say, uh, in this question, they ask you what qualities do you think are important in a friend? So we can say, friends play a very important role in our life. I feel there are certain qualities that is important to have in a good friendship. Firstly, a good friend should be loyal. They should be trustworthy, so that I can share my all the problems and difficulties with them. They should be helpful. They should stand by my side in my difficult situation and can understand me in a better way. These are some of the qualities that I want in my friend. Okay. All right. Next question to you, Damini. What factors may result in a breakdown of a good friendship? Hmm. Dishonesty. Hmm. Hmm. They make fake commitments. Fake commitments. Hmm. Okay. All right. You can say there are many factors that affect a good friendship. Uh, as far as I am concerned, I feel like dishonesty it can be a major factor of a breakdown in a good friendship. People who are not trustworthy, uh, who uh, who do backbiting in, in with others, and along with that, due to the busy schedule in this present scenario, people have no enough time for their friends. They move on in their life after a certain period of time, so it may leads to breakdown in the relationship. Next, fashion and clothes. Yes, Gagan. What kinds of clothes do people wear after work? Yes, Damini, same question to you. Relaxed clothes in which they feel comfortable and relaxed. You can say casuals in which they feel comfortable, like trousers, capris, shorts, and t-shirts. Okay, Garish, do you think it is necessary for children to wear school uniforms? Mhm. Like you have to justify it, like how it is important or how it is necessary for school children to wear a uniform. You wear your uniform. Okay, so why it is important for you? Give me a reason. You can say school uniform is the identity of a school going children. Okay, so it is very important for children to wear their school uniform. It helps them to keep themselves in a disciplined nature, and it show their their commitments toward their school life. Next question to you, Garish, again. Where do people in your country buy clothes? Okay, when do people wear formal clothes, Garish? When do people wear formal clothes? Mhm. Okay, no idea. No, when do people? When they prefer to wear it? All right. बेसिकली यहाँ पे उन्होंने पूछा है कि वो फॉर्मल क्लोथ्स कब पहनते हैं. ओके, सो आप ये बता सकते हैं कि इन माय most of the time people wear formal clothes during the daytime when they go for their work in offices. Formal clothes represents their responsibility and duties. So mostly men and women, they wear formal clothes during their working hours. Okay, why do some people care about following fashion trends, Damini? Trending. Hmm. Okay, instead of repeating the word clothes, you can use attires, outfits. Okay, so why do people care about following fashion trends? As you have said that to be a part of nowadays, uh, people, mostly youngsters, prefer to follow the fashion trends. They want to keep themselves updated with the latest trends and the fashion, so that's why they are more concerned about it. They change their sense of dressing as per the latest trend available in the market. Next, when it is important to dress formally, okay, we have already done this. Question number 4 and question number 6. Both are same. Okay. Next, is it possible to look good without spending a lot of money on clothes, Garish? Okay, don't use word cheap. Cheap word defines the low quality of something. Okay, instead of using the word cheap, you can use the word less costly or at reasonable price. Okay, so this is actually shows the way you are using their vocabulary, your lexical resources. Okay, so cheap हम बोलते ही हैं, but it shows or it gives you the different sense. Fine, so it's better to use the word low price or reasonable price. Okay, then next question on language. Okay, now we are left with only two part of questionings, two part of journal question, that is language and sky. Yes, Damini, what language do you speak? Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. When do you learn English, Garish? When did you learn English? Sorry? Okay. Uh, Garish, again, do you think English is difficult to learn? Okay, keep it general. You can say it is not very difficult to learn English, but yes, some people find it difficult because of their school background. But I think it is important to have a good knowledge of English language. Damini, would you like to learn other language? Okay. Next, last set of question on sky. Do you like to see the sky, Damini? Hmm. Okay. How about stars, Gaurish? You can say there are around billions of stars in a galaxy. Stars enhance the beauty of sky. It looks very beautiful at night. I usually go on the terrace to see stars at night. Okay. Next question, which is a good place to see the stars, Damini? Mhm. Do not repeat the sentence. ये 2 बार आपके sentences repeat हो रहे हैं. Avoid कीजिए repetition. Okay, how often do you look at sky, Korish? No, how often you... Okay. Next, can you see moon and stars at night where you live? Damini? Hmm. You can see there is a huge terrace from where I can see moons and stars at night. It looks very beautiful. The place where I live is full with greenery. So the surrounding looks very beautiful at night, and every night I prefer to go upstairs to see them, to see the beauty of moon and stars together. Okay, so these are some questions that we have just performed today. Okay, now if you guys have any question, any doubts, so you can ask me. If you have any doubts about your speaking, so आप पूछ लीजिए. Yes, दामिनी, अभी बताइए क्या दिक्कत आ रही है स्पीकिंग में? See, to avoid repetition, you can, I even told you before, take example. Okay, example ले लो, sentences को repeat मत करो, words को repeat मत करो. अभी in today's speaking, I have noticed that you are repeating the word also. Okay, and बोल दो also की जगह, as well as बोल दो. These are the easy words, you know. ये तो also की जगह पे हम बहुत से common words बोल सकते हैं, as well, similarly, and. So ये कुछ common word है, तो ये आपको mind में रखने पड़ेंगे. And Garish, yes, Garish, you can ask me your doubts regarding to speaking. Unmute your mic and you can speak then. Yes. Garish, can you hear me? ठीक है. गगन, आपका कोई डाउट है स्पीकिंग का? आपका डाउट स्पीकिंग का? Mainly there is a connectivity from your side from the very first beginning. I've told you many times before. That's the reason most of the time I remained, I was unable to hear you. So आपका कोई डाउट है तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो. You can keep it simple. अभी के लिए मैं आपको यही suggest करूँगी, if you are facing difficulty in making sentences, answer with using simple sentences. Okay, is, are, was, were, has, have का ध्यान रखें. ठीक है. And try to use some vocabulary, some simple but good vocabulary. ठीक है, जिससे थोड़ा सा कुछ हद तक आप उसको improve कर सको. Okay, so Garish, I'm asking you again, is there any doubt, any confusion to you about speaking? तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, so I hope this session is clear to you all. Fine. So, Damini, have you checked your writing? See, there are certain mistakes. सबसे पहले तो कभी भी आपने कोई भी नाउन जो है मेनली अगर आप उसको यूज करो तो उसमें सबसे पहले कैपिटलाइजेशन का ध्यान रखना. ओके, जो कैपिटल लेटर्स है उसका ध्यान रखें. सेकेंडली एक चीज और इम्पोर्टेंट है, कनेक्टर से पहले एंड कनेक्टर के बाद फुल स्टॉप और कमा कहाँ पर आना है, इट इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. ट्राई टू बी मोर कॉन्शियस व्हाइल यूजिंग कनेक्टर्स और पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स का ध्यान रखें साथ ही साथ. ओके. Thirdly, आप जब writing task 2 कर रहे हो और particularly if you are performing descriptive type of essay, discuss both views and give your opinion. So second body paragraph में आप कभी भी further connector नहीं use करते. Okay, continuity के लिए जो हम linking word use कर रहे हैं वो नहीं लगाएंगे. We have to use some opposite connectors. मैंने बताया था जैसे second paragraph के लिए on contrary, in contrast, oppositely, on the other hand, however. ठीक है, तो ये कुछ ऐसे कनेक्टर्स हैं जो आप सेकंड पैराग्राफ में यूज कर सकते हो. उसको मैंने अंडरलाइन भी किया था, तो वो कनेक्टर गलत है. ठीक है. एंड एक चीज और है, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग, अगर अपनी स्टेटमेंट स्टार्ट की है आर्मीज के साथ, यू नो, आर्मी पर्सन के साथ, अपने आर्मी प्रोफेशन के साथ अगर आपने उसको स्टार्ट किया है तो आप उसकी जो एक्सप्लेनेशन है उस सेंटेंस में वो उन्हीं के ऊपर रखो. That they put their life in danger. They work on borders 24/7 for the safety of civilians. ठीक है, उसमें आप डॉक्टर्स और नर्सेस की बात ऐड मत करें. बेसिकली आपका पॉइंट है आर्मी वालों के ऊपर और आप एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हो कोविड-19 में डॉक्टर्स और नर्सेस की. सो उसमें लिंक नहीं है. सो इट इज ऐसा करने से आपकी कोहेरेंस एंड कोहेजन पे इफेक्ट पड़ता है. ओके, सो इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखें और इन चीज़ों को ओवरकम करने के लिए रिवाइज योर राइटिंग, रीड योर टास्क आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग योर writing part. Okay, fine. So for now I'm going to end this class. Okay, we'll continue with online session with another module on tomorrow. Till then, bye for now. You're welcome.